we got a very dark cloud on the show that it got hard for me to get back into the show after this. Because we got the announcement early in the night that the TNT title match had been changed, and Adam Cole came out before the match, and he had a microphone, and I immediately had like uh, the I immediately sunk into my seat because I was like, "Oh no, I don't like how this looks already." We heard things at the start of the day about
Hmm.
Cole, and Cole wouldn't be available, and so the match got changed to a fatal four-way match. Dustin Rhodes versus Daniel Garcia versus Kyle Fletcher and Sammy Guevara. But beforehand, Adam Cole came out, and he came out with the microphone with the TNT title to vacate it, and he just was going into how much he appreciated the fans' support and how he was going to have to take some time away, and he couldn't even get all the way through it. And I was like, this is just so horrible. It was so hard to watch, man. I feel so bad for him. I mean, when we interviewed him, and this came across on TV, so I already knew it. When he won the TNT title, you could see how excited he was because he had been through so much and he had worked so hard to get back. And he talked about during our interview how much winning the TNT title meant to him, how much it meant to him to go to Grand Slam and see that the support was still there for him, even though he had gone through so much, and to overcome all of that and get back to the biggest show of the year for this company and you can't rust on it. I felt so bad for him, man.
We
Just
had
terrible.
just did the interview on Monday, last Monday, you guys, 1 week ago, and Phil and I, like we said, coming out of it, we were like, that's one of our favorite interviews. Like, we love some Adam Cole, man. We were
Yeah.
excited to do the interview. We got to ask questions. I got to talk about PWG. All that was awesome. We were excited about the Kyle Fletcher match. Like we
Hmm.
did, we talked to Kyle Fletcher in the scrum, and we were excited to see all this happen. And so to hear what earlier in the day, Adam Cole's going to be out, they're replacing him. And then, we've seen people that we love in this wrestling business have interview or do promos like this. We've seen Bryan Danielson famously come into the ring and be like, I can't work. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm leaving. And so Adam Cole starts talking and I start getting Bryan vibes again because they're
Yeah.
not really saying what's happening. They're not really saying what the cause is. He's just saying that he got to go. And it's like, the energy was not good, and then in the background are Kyle and Roddy, and they're going through it. So it's like, man, it just
Yeah.
that moment was deflating, Phil, really deflating.
Yeah. Very deflating for him. Just very deflating for that period in the show.
Mm-hmm.
It was just really sad because, like I said, you could tell coming into the show how excited he was to be on this card and how excited he was to be able to contribute. And yeah, he looked just completely defeated. It was very difficult to watch. And I mean, given what he was saying, I was already kind of leading to the point that this was probably concussions. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to speculate on where this happened because I've seen people doing that, and I don't think that matters. I don't think we need to do that.
Doesn't matter.
Um, but just the way that they were talking about it, the fact that he wasn't really visibly limping, he didn't have a sling or anything going. I was like, yeah, this kind of leads me to believe it's probably a concussion again. And the way he talked about his experiences with the back-to-back concussions and how terrifying it was for him, and I think that was also what made it so sad, is because you could see the uncertainty on his face of like, I don't know what any of this means.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was very sad. I mean, to go from hearing that he was injured to him in the ring and saying he doesn't know when he'll be able to wrestle again,
Right.
just horrible. And
Yeah.
so when he finished it and he's getting ready to do the Adam Cole baby, you can see Roddy is trying to do it with him and he breaks down in
Mm-hmm.
the middle. I was like, God, man, just
Unfortunate
awful.
situation. What Adam Cole, we talked about it with him in the interview, but like what he's represented for the last 15, 16 years is so important to
Yeah.
this particular company right here that like who knows what could have happened without his contributions. And so for him to get to this big show and have this big match and not have it and then have to do this promo on it was so unfortunate. Like
Yeah.
initially when the promo was happening, I like hearing and feeling like it's concussions and he can, potentially it's easier than like the grim feeling that was coming over it, because they were like, I was like, what is this? And so I hope that he gets well soon. I hope that he can
Yeah.
find some peace in all this, and I hope that Adam Cole is just okay, man. Like what a
Yeah.
super talented wrestler that has a great resume of matches that he can always hold on to. More incredible guy, I think, and human, and seeing all the outpouring of support and everything that came after the what happened at All In really shows the kind of guy he is. Like, incredible wrestler, but how his colleagues and fans and people, family and friends talk about him is more important.
Yeah, I think that made it more depressing. I think it was great to see how much people really love this guy and just how much of an impact he's had on wrestling and how much of impact he's just had on people. That was beautiful to see, but it was also so sad because it made it feel even scary. You had people from WWE, you had people all
Mhm.
over the business saying things on his behalf and saying how they hate to see this happening to such a good person, and it was just sad, just very sad to see, man.
Man, so yeah, that there was a lot of people talking about the crowd and the sound and all these things. We were deflated at that moment. Like when they told
Yeah,
Adam Cole wasn't going to happen, he did the promo and all this. We were all like, "Damn, we were fucked up." So like, if you felt the energy shift, it totally did.
yeah, and I mean, I think that was a risky choice on Tony Khan's part to let him go out there and speak to the crowd, but
Mhm.
I do think that
I'm
uh,
happy he did it.
he felt like he needed that, and I think that
Yeah.
it was good that he got that moment, but yeah,
Mhm.
it was such a downer, man.
Whew, it was
It was
rough.
just so deflating to watch, man. But yeah, we did get the match afterwards. The Fatal 4-Way unfortunately had that dark cloud hanging over it.